Duckweed and Their Diatoms by Mikaela and Kenneth G.
What are diatoms? They're microscopic photosynthetic algae, which means they're very small, get energy from the sun, live in the water, and are unicellular. Fun fact, their shells are made of silica, which is a type of glass.
So, where do they live? They can live on sand, rocks, and even free float in the water, but the diatoms we're looking at today are epiphytic, which is a fancy way of saying that they live on plants. More specifically, we are looking at diatoms on duckweed.
We will be looking at two different duckweed species, Lemna minor and Lemna trisulca. Lemna minor is the most common duckweed. It floats on top of the water and has very short roots. Lemna trisulca, however, can grow under the water, has differently shaped leaves, and its roots are much longer. Both live in high nutrient conditions.
We took samples of each duckweed from two different locations, Beck's Canal and Gull Point.
Now let's remind ourselves of our goal, to characterize and compare the diatom communities on two species of duckweed. To do this, we collected 8 slides, 2 samples from each location and duckweed species. We split up the 8 slides between us and used a Leica DM2000 microscope to tally 100 diatoms on each slide.
Now for our results. These pie charts show the distribution between the species on each plant at each location.
These bar graphs show the distribution of the most common diatom species.
And here we have our major findings. Our most common diatoms were Mikaela, which sticks to the underside of duckweed leaves using a glue-like mucus, and Mikaela, which sprays the same mucus behind them to move around and avoid predators. These two diatoms together made up about 50% of each diatom community.
The next most common diatom was Cochineus. Cochineus prefers to live at Gull Point on Lemna trisulca. Just like Mikaela, Cochineus sticks itself onto the plant. However, Cochineus stays on the roots instead of the leaf. Because Lemna trisulca's roots are longer than those of Lemna minor, Cochineus is more common on Lemna trisulca.
The next most common genera, Fragillaria and Gomphanema, were only populous at one of the two sites. This means that they are more characteristic of the site than the plant they were found on. So they are less strongly characteristic of diatom populations on duckweed than the 3 previous species.
This graph plots each species of diatom where they are most commonly found. If we look in the center, we can see the diatom genera shared by every site. In it, we find Mikaela, Cochineus, Nitzschia, and to the side, Gomphanema and Fragillaria. This is the core of a duckweed diatom community.
So who cares? Well, scientists can use this data to determine if other diatom communities are healthy by comparing their species counts with ours.
So what were our limitations? We couldn't take enough samples to make this research grade. We only had 2 locations and 2 duckweed species, and future research could specifically find out why these diatoms like duckweed.